I want to be a household name for Southern California when it comes to recreational activities. My name is, full name is Stephen Eugene Rice, Sr. Back in 2010, my nephew was visiting us from Indianapolis, Tarrant, and so me, him, and my son went down to the beach, and it just happened to be we were going down to the beach on Armed Forces Day, and they had this a big LCAC, the Navy LCAC, on the beach as a display. And we went up, we took a tour, got in it, and I thought, oh, this would be really cool. And just on a whim, after that, I was like, oh, you know, I would love to have one of these. So when I got home later that evening, I actually Googled Hovercrafts, and that's when, on like anything else, it just opened this whole world of Hovercrafts. So at that point, I'm like, okay, let me learn how to use Hovercrafts. So I ordered a couple of their kits, and we started building them. And I realized I'm not a builder, so then I bought a used hovercraft, and we started off playing with that. And then I've just slowly progressed over the last couple of years to a hovercraft from Neoteric that has buckets on it that allow you to go backward, forward, reverse, do tricks and everything with it above and beyond a standard hovercraft. So that was my goal, to buy that. And I actually bought one, and that's eloquently called Gunny's Toy. So how does a hovercraft work? Basically, the way the hovercraft works is you have a fan that blows air. Part of the air goes straight back for propulsion, and the other part of the air is actually channeled underneath the hovercraft so that it rides on a cushion of air about 8 to 10 inches or 6 to 10 inches off the ground. So depending on your payload or the personnel, the weight of the personnel actually riding it will determine how high you're actually going to ride. Gunny's Toy, which is a Neoteric Deluxe 3877, has gone up to about close to 80 miles an hour on the water. So that's pretty fast. If you're just going in a straight line from point A to point B, you can actually get up there pretty good. You can't drive it on the road because they're not street legal. However, you can pretty much go over mud, sand, water, grass. A couple places I like to actually operate mine in are in lakes or marina where you don't have you have a lot more calm water, so you don't have the wakes to contend with, and then you can just get up to speed and start learning how to do tricks and use your body weight to actually maneuver the hovercraft. Boating rules, because it's registered as a vessel, you have to be 16 years old to actually operate any type of motor vehicle or vessel, boat or vessel that's over 15 horsepower. So the minimum age right now is 16 years old. And we are going to be building some smaller hovercrafts that are under 15 horsepower for younger kids, but the current models that we have right now, the minimum age is going to be 16. No license is required to actually operate a hovercraft. Who does the mechanic work? Your routine maintenance is performed by myself or my son. Everything, mostly 90%, 95% of it is actually performed by me. I do have a couple places here in Oceanside that I take it if I have a little bit more, something outside of my scope or my current abilities. I'll take it to a shop to actually have it worked on, but the normal routine maintenance is performed by myself. So one of the biggest things I've learned with hovercrafting is if there's an opportunity to hit something, people will gravitate to it, which is one of the reasons why we try and stay into big open fields or on the water. I think in the overall, it's going to be a good family business at the end of the day. I want everybody to go to my website, look at my GoFundMe account, help me actually take this business to the next level.